Hi, I'm Dorothy Jacks, your Palm Beach County property appraiser. The work of my office is to appraise the taxable value of properties in Palm Beach County, and that can be an interesting challenge when the properties are unique, historic, or multifaceted. I wanted to highlight some of these properties and touch on their taxable value, but also talk about the value that they bring to our community. I hope you find them as fascinating as I do.
A lot of Palm Beach Gardens, it was kind of, aside from Jupiter, it was kind of the northern part of our urban cluster in Palm Beach County, and a lot of it was developed in the, in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and most of that concentrated along North Lake Boulevard. Most of the area north of there was, just forest, and a lot of that land was owned by John D. MacArthur. I-95 used to end at PGA Boulevard, so development didn't really ever spur beyond North Lake because of that.
It was basically built as the catalyst for development in northern Palm Beach County.
It was known that an I-95 would eventually be completed, and that eventually this was going to become a bomb for explosion of development. It seemed like an attractive place to put a shopping mall. Now, I think the thing that most people might have been apprehensive about was this was a really large project with a lot of big stores that really didn't have a presence outside of Miami. And I think there was some hesitation in terms of, how would they get financing? Would these places survive? Is there enough of a community here to justify building such a large project? Eventually, they were able to convince Sears to leave the Twin City Mall, and that was really what I think sold the deal. And then they got Macy's. Bloomingdale's and Saks did not even want to commit to the project until after it was open for 2 years, just to kind of see what the response would be.
We opened with 3 anchors, Macy's, Burdines, and Sears. In 1990, Bloomingdale's and Saks Fifth Avenue joined our lineup, and in 2006, Nordstrom opened where the Burdines building formerly was. The Gardens Mall is owned and managed by the Forbes Company. They have been since the beginning. The Forbes Company is known for creating very aesthetic, beautiful, upscale properties.
They were really trying to aim for something a little bit higher here. This was the first mall that we had that was 2 stories, and so it was just kind of different.
So the mall opened on October 5th, 1988. The PGA exit on I-95 was opened 1 month before we opened. The grand opening event here at the mall in 1988. Robin Leach was the grand patron. There was a black Jaguar named Taboo that made an appearance, who had been in the teaser commercials. Macy's had a full-blown Macy's Day Parade with a 70-foot Spider-Man balloon. It was a whole charade, but we were opening as the largest mall in Florida at the time and the second Macy's in Florida, so it was a pretty big deal.
I think it was welcome to the area, but a lot of people were curious as to if it was going to be successful or not. Well, a lot of projects have popped up around the mall, and I think it's contributed to a lot of residential growth. I mean, there's all sorts of high-rises and new apartment complex communities that are around there. The mall provides a lot of jobs to people in the community. The mall is a big draw, and I think in the end, that really contributes a lot to our economy in this area. I mean, when you walk through the mall today, unlike many others in the country, they don't really have a lot of vacancies. There's a lot of stores that still find a lot of success there.
I think the Gardens Mall will continue to evolve with the community as we have.
I think high-end malls like the Gardens Mall will probably continue to prosper.